Okay, good afternoon. Well, it's afternoon here. As part of the task for me to talk about the ideology of IMM, how MMM works, the rules of MMM, and the benefits of MMM, I would like to put my presentation thus. Talking about the ideology of MMM, I haven't thoroughly considered, the inequality and injustice in the world financial system, the imbalance, inequality, as observed by Sergio Mavrodi, where it was observed that people that work hardest do not necessarily have more money or live better than those who money is actually kept with. None of the banks, we talk of insurance, we talk of the pension funds, and so many other financial agencies where people are really working hard and they don't really make as much money. There's an imbalance. And with this observation, MMM therefore developed an ideology of creating a new financial system that is fair and honest. What is termed as the financial apocalypse. Um, and in MMM, part of the main ideology is to change this um, inequality and imbalance in the financial system of the world. And what everyone has come up with is to ensure that people come together, help each other. You provide money that you have to help somebody else, and tomorrow you're able to access help. Of course, this works within the framework of specific guidelines that has to be. But in all, MMM ensures money is available for those who really need it. That is the poor people, the retirees, disabled people, women with many children, etc. We can say MMM is like what you could relate to it, like a pool where somebody is confident that when I need, I can go to that pool. Of course, operationally in MMM, money is not pooled. But looking at the body as an organization where there are many members, and you are sure that when I give help, there's a member that will provide help for me. And so this is what MMM stands for: to create financial freedom, a better tomorrow, a tomorrow where a member knows that when I need help, because I provided help, I will surely get help. Now, looking at how MMM works, MMM works simply on the mechanism of providing help and getting help. Those are the key words that we function with in MMM. You provide help, you get help. Now, how it works is this. A person that wants to be a part of MMM must make up his or her mind to help. MMM is not an investment. MMM is not a business organization. MMM is a mutual community it's a community of mutual aid where members are committed to helping each other. Like I said, you give help, you provide help today, you're qualified to get help tomorrow. So once someone comes up with that positive attitude of I really want to help, the next thing is the person has to make up his mind the amount I want to help with. And of course, this has to be a convenient amount. An amount, like I said, MMM is not an investment. So you're not pulling your investment into MMM. No, you're picking an amount of money that is convenient for you to help somebody with, and also to put in MMM. Of course, we'll register you online, create your personal office. Then, of course, once the personal office is created, your account details are uploaded. You then, on your personal office, you actually click on provide help, fill in the details of the amount you want to provide help with. And of course, the moment to provide help, the system needs 2 weeks to really synchronize and match it with somebody who provide help. So you're not actually going to be paying your money at the time you are providing the help. You'll be paying the money a lot of times in the 3rd week, from when you provided help. So, but that is beautiful because even though you're providing help even though you're making the funds available the third week, you have provided help reckoned to you from day one, and exactly 30 days from when you provided help, you are qualified to get help. Meaning that it works beautifully well. You've provided help today. In the third week, you, you get the details of the person to pay to in your personal office. Then, of course, you have 48 hours. Once that notification comes to you to pay the person, you pay within 48 hours. Then, of course, the following day, the following week, when it will have been 30 days from when you provided help, you're qualified to get help. And of course, when you're getting help, you're getting a 30% interest over the amount you provided help with. Now, this 30% now serves actually as the help sum for you to do what you desire to do, while you then use the initial amount which you have committed yourself to provide help again, or if you so wish, you could increase that amount. In other words, each time you provide help, the amount is flexible. You could provide help with increasing amount, but the summary is whatever amount you provide help with, you'll get 30% of it as interest, which really, that 30% actually is the help provided, to do what you now want to do. And, you are confident that as long as I put a particular amount there, I'm sure to get help. One thing I would like to say is an equivalent of $10 minimum is what we expect anyone to start with. So you start with an equivalent amount minimum of $10. So that is how MMM works. And so the cycle just keeps going. You do your part, I do my part, and the system just keeps getting stronger and stronger. Of course, there are rules that we work with in MMM. The one of the rules is no multiple accounts. Every member is entitled to only one account for every member. One account for every member. Of course, you should use spare money. In MMM, it's not an investment, it's not a business. You're not pulling in all of your money. No. You put in spare money. Don't put in your investment. MMM is not an investment. It's not a business. It's a community of mutual help. Then, of course, part of the rules is you have to ensure you pay to that participant that you have been, matched. The details are put in your personal office on your page, personal office actually. Then within 40 days, you must pay the person. You must pay. Then part of the rules also is while you go to the personal office, do not, for whatever chance, click on you do not want to pay. In other words, you must express that intention to pay. If there's any reason for whatever you don't want to pay, from a recent training, also, I got that. You don't say you don't want to pay for more than twice in a month. That's just something I just learned, most recently. Then you must. The last rule I want to mention, of the one I recall easily, you must ensure that 30 days from when you provided help, you assess, you get help. What do I mean? The system works, you provide help, you get help. You provide help, you get help. And the provision of the help and the getting of the help is sequenced. There's a time sequence. You must follow that time sequence. Don't just leave the money and say, I don't want to get help, and leave it for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. No, that's not good for the system. What works for the system is everyone comes in at the time that is programmed based on when they provided help to get help. So when you should get help, make sure you get help. Don't leave it the money there. Otherwise, the profit grows and it becomes a challenge, when the money is just there. Now, talking about benefits of MMM, there are a lot of benefits. I'll just mention a few. MMM offers you financial freedom. You can be confident that you will get help tomorrow if you provide help today. That is one guarantee with MMM. You provide help today, you will get help tomorrow. I said something, it's a guarantee. Of course, we know, haven't understood. Let me just look at that. If you get help today, if you give help today, you get help tomorrow. Of course, there could be a little explanation to that, but that is the way it works in principle. Of course, part of the benefit is that there's a 30% interest. I mean, this is what, like bankers, insurance, and these are the things they will have enjoyed off the money kept in the banks. Such interest, such, that they will just enjoy, live large, do these things. But in the wisdom that Serge Mavrodi has over the years, starting MMM, he has found this out, and so this interest is now pushed to the community of mutual aid, MMM Global, so that every participant gets that basic level of interest. And this is beautiful. So as a partner, as a member of MMM, the benefit is you have 30% interest coming to you in 30 days on whatever amount you have provided up with. This is also something very, very beautiful. Of course, interest could range from 20 to 100% depending on what platform you are. Also, because MMM offers us some other platforms, or the general is the 30%. For providing help for the first time, there are bonuses. Now, the very first time, that means once you register on MMM, you're on board. The very first help you provide, depending on the range of where the amount you're providing falls, you get either a 20% bonus, a $20 bonus, a $50 bonus, or a $100 bonus. Of course, the equivalent of these in your country's currency will be paid to you based on the prevailing current exchange, of course, in the official market. And that is a bonus. For instance, I know that for those of us in Nigeria, if you give below 110,000, you get $20 bonus. If you give 110 to, I think maybe 600, if I recall easily, 600,000, you get a $50 bonus. If you give 600 and maybe something, 650 and above, you get $100 bonus. In addition, with the 30% interest that everyone gets. So I think with these, I've been able to talk about the benefits of MMM. Of course, MMM runs some charity in schools across the different nations where MMM is established or is functional presently. There are charitable works that have been done across these nations, and so these are part of the things that benefits of MMM that MMM does. I'm sure that by these few explanations, I've been able to touch on important areas of the ideology of MMM, how MMM works, the rules of MMM, and the benefits of MMM. Thank you very much.